wonder if that overnight success story is really the whole truth? What if I told you that behind every sudden fortune, there's a hidden marathon of grit, resilience, and a mindset nobody talks about? This video is about to shatter the myth and reveal the true wealth-building secret. Forget everything you've heard about getting rich quick. The concept of overnight success is a carefully constructed illusion that keeps most people from achieving true financial freedom. In this video, we're exposing the uncomfortable truth. Real wealth isn't built in a flash, it's forged in the fires of relentless effort and a very specific mindset. Feeling frustrated by the seemingly effortless success of others while you're still grinding? You're not alone. The media loves to paint a picture of instant riches, but it's a dangerous lie. Today, we are diving deep into the real journey to lasting wealth, uncovering the grit mindset that's the true differentiator between fleeting fame and enduring prosperity. Let's start by exposing the mirage. Section 1. The mirage of instant riches. The pervasive influence of social media is showcasing get-rich-quick schemes and flashy lifestyles, completely distorting perceptions of wealth creation. Every day, we are bombarded with highlight reels of apparent overnight millionaires. Rented Lamborghinis, leased penthouses, and carefully curated feeds create an illusion that wealth just happens. But here's what they're not showing you. We are analyzing recent viral stories of supposed overnight millionaires and revealing the hidden years of struggle, pivots, and failures behind their apparent success. That crypto kid who made it big. He spent 3 years learning blockchain technology in his parents' basement. That real estate mogul who flipped one property? That was actually her 47th project after dozens of failed deals. We are challenging the societal narrative that glorifies immediate gratification over sustained effort, highlighting its detrimental impact on long-term financial planning. This obsession with instant results is literally programming us to fail. When we expect quick wins, we abandon strategies too early, chase shiny objects, and never build the foundation that real wealth requires. Now let's pull back the curtain. Section 2. The unseen grind, behind the scenes of true success. Let us examine case studies of well-known entrepreneurs and investors like specific tech founders and real estate moguls, and trace their often arduous journeys from obscurity to prominence. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. Elon Musk slept on the Tesla factory floor. Sarah Blakely spent years selling fax machines door-to-door before Spanx. The pattern is undeniable. Success has a long, unglamorous backstory. We are detailing the critical role of consistent learning, skill acquisition, and relentless problem-solving as fundamental pillars of wealth building. While others are posting on Instagram, real wealth builders are reading industry reports, taking courses, networking strategically, and developing skills that compound over time. This is the invisible infrastructure of success. Let's showcase the often lonely, thankless hours spent on foundational work, market research, product development, networking, that never make the headlines. This is where real wealth is actually built. In the 4 a.m. strategy sessions, the rejected pitches, the failed prototypes, the unglamorous grind that nobody posts about because it doesn't get likes. But grinding isn't enough. Section 3. The power of strategic pivots and adaptability. We are highlighting instances where successful individuals or businesses faced major setbacks and how their ability to adapt and pivot strategically led to their eventual breakthroughs. Twitter started as a failed podcasting platform. Instagram was originally a check-in app. YouTube began as a dating site. The ability to recognize when something isn't working and pivot without ego is perhaps the most underrated wealth-building skill. Let's discuss the importance of treating failures not as endpoints, but as valuable data points for refining strategies and improving decision-making. Every failed venture teaches you about market fit, timing, execution, and your own capabilities. Wealthy people don't have fewer failures. They have more failures and better pattern recognition. They extract lessons where others see only loss. We are illustrating how the grit mindset empowers individuals to embrace change and navigate unforeseen obstacles, turning challenges into opportunities. This isn't about toxic positivity or pretending problems don't exist. It's about developing the psychological resilience to stay in the game when 95% of people quit. It's about reframing obstacles as tuition for your education in wealth building. So how do you develop this mindset? Section 4. Cultivating a resilient wealth mindset. Let's explain the psychological shift from a lottery ticket mentality to a builder mentality, emphasizing delayed gratification and long-term vision. A lottery ticket mentality says, I need one big break. A builder mentality says, I need 1,000 small improvements. Lottery thinking is passive, waiting for luck. Builder thinking is active, creating luck through preparation meeting opportunity. We are providing actionable steps for viewers to cultivate their own grit mindset, including setting realistic goals, celebrating small wins, and building a supportive network. First, set process goals, not just outcome goals. Second, create a wins journal to track progress you'd otherwise overlook. Third, find your tribe. Surround yourself with people who are building, not just dreaming. Fourth, embrace the suck. Get comfortable being uncomfortable because that's where growth lives. Let's discuss the role of financial literacy and continuous self-education as non-negotiable components of genuine wealth accumulation. You cannot build wealth in systems you don't understand. Learn about taxes, investment vehicles, compound interest, asset allocation, cash flow management. This knowledge compounds just like money does. Every hour spent learning is an investment that pays dividends for decades. Now let's bring it all together. Section 5. Your path to sustainable financial independence. We are summarizing the core principles of consistent effort, strategic thinking, and resilience as the true drivers of lasting wealth, debunking the overnight fallacy once and for all. Real wealth building is boring. It's consistent. It's strategic. It's resilient. It's showing up when you don't feel like it. It's learning from every setback. It's playing the long game when everyone else is chasing quick hits. This is the formula, and it works every single time. Let's empower viewers with a clear, actionable roadmap for building their own financial future, focusing on sustainable practices over fleeting trends. Step 1. Audit where you are financially right now. Complete honesty. Step 2. Define your specific financial goals with timelines. Step 3. Identify the skills and knowledge gaps you need to fill. Step 4. Create your daily non-negotiables, the habits that compound. Step 5. Find accountability through community or mentorship. And here is my powerful call to action. I'm encouraging you to share your own grit stories in the comments and join a community committed to genuine, earned success. Your story matters. The real journey you're on matters. Let's create a space where we celebrate the grind, not just the glory. Share your setbacks, your pivots, your unsexy wins. Let's build wealth together through truth, not tricks. If this video opened your eyes to what wealth building really takes, hit that like button, subscribe for more truth about money, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. The overnight success myth ends here. Your real wealth journey begins now. But there's something else we need to address. Something most wealth content completely ignores. Section 6. The hidden costs nobody talks about. Let's talk about opportunity cost, the real price of building wealth. While your friends are at happy hour, you're learning Excel formulas. While others are binge-watching Netflix, you're taking online courses. While they're sleeping in on weekends, you're networking at breakfast meetings. This isn't sacrifice shaming, it's reality checking. Every wealthy person has paid this price. The question is, are you willing to? Because nobody posts about the Friday nights they spent alone building their business plan. Here's what really gets uncomfortable: the relationship strain. Not everyone in your life will understand your journey. Some friends will call you obsessed. Family members will question your choices. Partners might struggle with your availability. I'm not saying you should sacrifice relationships. I'm saying you need to be strategic about protecting both your relationships and your goals. Communicate your vision. Set boundaries. Find people who get it. Because this tension is real, and pretending it doesn't exist won't help you navigate it. And we need to talk about mental health, the anxiety of uncertainty, the imposter syndrome when you're learning new skills, the depression when deals fall through, the burnout when you push too hard for too long. Building wealth is psychologically demanding, and the hustle culture often glorifies suffering instead of addressing it. Here's the truth. Sustainable wealth requires sustainable mental health practices. Therapy isn't weakness, it's maintenance. Rest isn't lazy, it's strategic. You can't build an empire on a broken foundation, and your mind is that foundation. Let's address financial risk and stress. Starting a business often means draining savings. Investing means risking capital. Career pivots might mean temporary income drops. That mortgage payment doesn't care about your entrepreneurial journey. Your kids' tuition doesn't pause while you build. The stress of managing cash flow, especially in the early years, is crushing. This is why most people choose the security of a paycheck over the uncertainty of wealth building. Understanding this stress helps you prepare for it, not be blindsided by it. Now, let's talk about what makes it all worth it. Section 7. The compound effect in action, where time becomes your advantage. Most people understand compound interest financially, but they don't understand compound effort. Your skills compound. Each skill you learn makes the next easier to acquire. Your network compounds. Each meaningful connection can lead to 5 more. Your reputation compounds. Each successful project builds credibility for the next. Your knowledge compounds. Each book you read connects to and enhances previous knowledge. This is why year 5 of building wealth is exponentially more productive than year 1. You're not just working harder, you're working with compounded advantages. Let me show you the 5-year advantage. In year 1, you're learning fundamentals and making every possible mistake. Year 2, you're applying lessons but still inefficient. Year 3, you're hitting your stride. Systems are working, patterns are clear. Year 4, you're optimizing and scaling what works. Year 5, you're operating with compounded knowledge, networks, and efficiency that make you seem like an overnight success to outsiders. They don't see years 1 through 4. This is the invisible timeline of real wealth creation. Let's look at real numbers. Imagine you improve your skills, network, or business by just 1% every single week. Seems insignificant, right? That's only 52% improvement in a year. But compounded over 5 years, that 1% weekly improvement becomes a 1,200% increase. You're literally 12 times more capable, connected, or profitable than when you started. This is why consistency beats intensity. This is why the person who shows up every day for 5 years demolishes the person who goes hard for 3 months then quits. But there are traps along the way. Traps that derail even the most committed. Section 8. Common traps and how to avoid them. Trap number 1. Shiny object syndrome. You start building an e-commerce business. Then someone tells you about dropshipping. Then you hear about crypto. Then NFTs. Then AI automation. Then real estate wholesaling. You're constantly starting over instead of compounding forward. The wealthiest people I know are almost boring in their consistency. They pick a vehicle, master it, then maybe diversify. Compare this to the broke entrepreneur with 7 half-started businesses. Focus isn't sexy, but it's financially effective. Pick your path and go deep, not wide. Trap number 2. Lifestyle inflation. You start making more money, so you immediately upgrade your life to match. Bigger apartment, nicer car, expensive habits. You're making more but keeping less. Real wealth builders keep lifestyle increases behind income increases. If your income doubles, your lifestyle increases by maybe 20 to 30%. The rest gets invested, compounded, weaponized for your future self. This delayed gratification separates people who look rich from people who are rich. The person driving the least luxury car to their rental apartment versus the person driving a paid-off Toyota to their investment property portfolio. Trap number 3. Analysis paralysis. Spending years researching the perfect strategy, the perfect timing, the perfect market conditions. Meanwhile, Someone less prepared but more decisive is building, learning, and adapting. Yes, you need knowledge. Yes, you need strategy. But you also need action. Imperfect action beats perfect planning every time. The market won't wait for you to feel ready. I'd rather see you start with 70% knowledge and learn the other 30% in real time than wait 5 years for 100% certainty that will never come. Trap number 4. Isolation and lack of mentorship. Trying to figure everything out alone because you're too proud or too cheap to learn from those ahead of you. Every successful person I know shortcut years of struggle by finding mentors, joining mastermind groups, or hiring coaches. Yes, it costs money. Yes, it requires humility. But the ROI is absurd. One conversation with the right person can save you 2 years of costly mistakes. One introduction from your network can open doors you didn't know existed. Wealth building is not a solo sport. So how do you actually build a system that works? Section 9. Building your wealth operating system, the framework for success. Your wealth operating system runs on 3 pillars: income, growth, and protection. Pillar 1. Income. Multiple streams, ideally with at least one active income source and working toward passive or leveraged income. Pillar 2. Growth. Systematic investing and skill development that compounds your advantages. Pillar 3. Protection. Risk management, insurance, emergency funds, and legal structures. Most people focus only on income. They make money but don't grow it or protect it, which is why lottery winners and athletes go broke. All 3 pillars must work together. This is your financial infrastructure. Let me give you the weekly wealth builder routine that changed everything for me. Monday, strategic planning. What are your 3 most important tasks this week? Tuesday and Wednesday, deep work on income-producing activities, no distractions. Thursday, learning day, courses, books, skill development for 2 hours minimum. Friday, networking and relationship building. Reach out to 5 people in your network. Saturday, financial review, track numbers, analyze what's working. Sunday, strategic thinking and next week's planning. This routine ensures you're balancing immediate income needs with long-term wealth building. It's not sexy, but it works. What gets measured gets managed. You need tracking systems for your wealth metrics. Track your net worth monthly, assets minus liabilities. Track your income streams, which ones are growing, which are declining. Track your time, where are you actually spending your hours versus where you think you're re-spending them. Track your learning, books read, courses completed, skills acquired. Track your network growth, meaningful connections made, value provided. These metrics tell you the truth about your progress. They reveal what's working and what's wishful thinking. Most people avoid tracking because they don't want to face reality. Winners track everything. Every quarter, do a complete audit. Ask yourself, what worked? What failed? What surprised me? What do I need to learn next? What relationships need attention? What systems need optimization? Where am I wasting time or money? This quarterly reflection prevents you from grinding in the wrong direction for years. It's your strategic recalibration. Most people never stop to ask if they're building the right thing in the right way. They just keep grinding. Don't be most people. Schedule your quarterly audits right now. Make them non-negotiable. Let me show you this in action. Section 10. Real success stories. The unsexy truth behind real wealth. Meet Sarah. Not her real name, but her story is 100% real. She started a consulting business in 2018. Year 1. Made $34,000 while working 70-hour weeks. Almost quit. Then there's Marcus. Started with $5,000 in savings in 2017. Bought his first rental property with an FHA loan, a duplex. Lived in one unit, rented the other. House hacked his way to free housing. Saved aggressively for 3 years. 2020. Bought second property. 2021. Third property. 2022. Refinanced and pulled out equity. 2023. Bought 2 more properties. 2024. Portfolio of 7 properties generating $6,000 monthly cash flow. Total time, 7 years. He's not on Instagram posing with Lambos. He's building real, boring, unglamorous wealth. His friends thought he was crazy living in a duplex. Now he's financially free at 34. Finally, Lisa. She didn't start a business. She became valuable through skill stacking. Notice the common thread. Time plus consistency plus strategic improvement. Sarah, Marcus, and Lisa didn't go viral. They didn't hit the lottery. They didn't have rich parents. They chose a path, stayed on it through the hard years, made strategic adjustments, and compounded their advantages. 5 to 7 years of focused effort. That's the formula. That's the secret everyone's looking for. It's not complicated, but it is hard. It requires patience in a world that sells instant results. So where do you start? Final section. Your starting point, taking action today. Here's your 24-hour challenge. In the next 24 hours, complete these 3 actions. Action 1. Write down your specific financial goal for 5 years from now. Be concrete, not be rich, but have $500,000 net worth or generate $10,000 monthly passive income. Action 2. Identify the one skill that would 10x your income potential and find one free resource to start learning it today. Action 3. Reach out to one person who's further along the path you want to walk. Just introduce yourself, express admiration, ask one question. These 3 actions take maybe 2 hours total but will put you ahead of 95% of people watching this video who do nothing. Then focus on your first 90 days. This is your foundation phase. Month 1. Audit everything. Your finances, your time, your skills, your network. Month 2. Build your baseline systems, budgeting, time blocking, learning schedule, networking routine. Month 3. Start executing on your chosen path with your new systems in place. Don't try to build an empire in 90 days. Build the operating system that will build the empire over the next 5 years. These first 90 days are about establishing sustainable habits, not achieving massive results. I've created a free resource guide with everything we covered. The weekly routine template, the tracking spreadsheets, the quarterly audit questions, recommended books and courses, and a community where people are actually building wealth, not just talking about it. Link is in the description. This isn't some course I'm selling, it is genuinely free because I believe in making this information accessible. The only thing I ask is that when you hit your goals, you come back and share your story to inspire the next person starting their journey. Before we close, I want to ask you one question, and I want you to answer it honestly, just to yourself. Are you actually willing to do this for 5 years? Not 5 months. Not until it gets hard. 5 years of consistent effort. If your answer is no, that's okay. Better to know now than waste time pretending. But if your answer is yes, if you're truly committed to the long game, then you need to start treating this like the most important project of your life. Because it is. Your financial future isn't built in moments of inspiration. It's built in years of perspiration. If you made it this far, you're different. You're willing to hear the truth instead of the fantasy. Now it's time to act. Hit that like button if this video changed your perspective on wealth building. Subscribe and turn on notifications because I'm releasing a new video every week on real wealth strategies, not get-rich-quick garbage. Drop a comment telling me which of the 3 case studies, Sarah, Marcus, or Lisa, resonates most with your path. And share this video with one person who needs to stop chasing overnight success and start building real wealth. Let's create a movement of people who value truth over tricks. I'll see you in the next video, where we are breaking down the exact skills that 10x your income potential. Remember, every wealthy person you admire was once where you are now, at the starting line, facing 5 to 7 years of unglamorous work that nobody would see. The difference is they started. They stayed consistent. They compounded their advantages. And years later, the world called them overnight successes. Now it's your turn. The path is clear. The question is, will you walk it? I believe you will. The fact that you're still here tells me you're serious. Let's build something real together. See you in the next video.